Today is another Costco recipe that I'm so excited to share with you. We're gonna take this Costco-sized giant box of mushrooms and turn it into this delicious Korean side dish, 버섯볶음. It's stir-fried in this like ooey-gooey soy sauce dressing, and then you have it with rice, or you could just have it as a side with your steak or chicken or fish. So good, so good. And you could also use this mushroom topping when you make your bibimbap at home. Yeah, you're gonna wanna add this. It's that good. 오늘의 레시피. 간단하고 아주 맛있는 버섯볶음 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영어를 함께 하겠습니다. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper 헬렌입니다. Now, when you're ready to cook this, make sure to come back to this video because the entire ingredient list will be listed in the description box below, as well as all the Korean ingredient links that we'll be using today. We are starting with a box of white mushrooms from Costco, weighing in about 1.5 pounds. And you could adjust this recipe by dividing it in half if you want to just work with less mushrooms. But folks, this was $5. I love a deal. Now, once you lightly rinse your mushrooms, make sure to put it on a kitchen towel and cover it with another kitchen towel and just pat to dry. We want to remove all the excess water from our mushrooms, like so. And you could also just let them air dry for about a good 10-15 minutes. Did you know that the stem of the mushroom has so much nutrition, so we're gonna try to keep most of it and just cut maybe just the edge that's a little bit brown because it's aesthetically not that pleasing, but you could keep them as is too. Then we're just gonna cut the mushroom into 4 pieces like so and just continue with the rest. To make our delicious seasoning sauce for our mushroom side dish, we need the following ingredients. 1 tablespoon of Korean soy sauce, all-purpose Korean soy sauce, Jangjorim. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Vegan friends, just use half tablespoon of yeondu, which is plant-based seasoning essence. 1 tablespoon of finely minced fresh garlic only, please. 2 tablespoons of finely minced red onions, and adding red onions adds a wonderfully delicious sweet taste to whatever you're cooking. Half tablespoon of brown sugar and some black pepper, about 1/8 teaspoon. Then mix this up so that it looks like this. And 1 scallion, green onion, finely minced like so. And half cup of hot water. Set your heat to high and preheat your frying pan for about a good minute or 2. Once your frying pan is preheated, we're gonna add a generous amount of oil, probably close to 2 tablespoons like so. Then we're gonna take our mushrooms and add it to our frying pan. So it should make that sizzling sound, folks, when the mushrooms hits the frying pan. And of course, you could use any kinds of mushrooms to make this dish too. Then we're gonna add 2 pinches of salt. 1, 2, and some black pepper. With the heat remaining high, we're gonna lightly brown our mushrooms. Here I have half a cup of hot water. Always use hot liquid when you're working with a hot pan or pot, so we continue building on the heat of our food that we're making. And about 2 minutes later, your mushrooms will have this nice golden brown color just to one area of the mushrooms. Then mix it around again like that. You see that? Golden brown bits like that will make your mushrooms taste extra delicious. So just be patient. About 2 minutes later, it'll look like this. Then create a center in the middle of the pan, and your heat is still at high. We're gonna add our sauce that we made. Look at that. Then just quickly mix everything up. Super fast. Oh, it smells so good. And then 30 seconds later or less, we're gonna add our half cup of hot water. Oh my goodness, my kitchen is now smelling so good. So good. So with your heat remaining high, we're just gonna let this go for about a good minute. And then a minute later, our liquid is reduced in half or a lot less, and our sauce looks a lot darker, as you can see. So yummy. So this is ready, and we're gonna turn off the heat completely. Turn it off. Then we're gonna add our scallions, and you just mix all this up. And folks, this is done. Easy peasy. I just want to take a moment of your time to thank you for cooking Korean food with me. Now, if you are enjoying these tutorial lesson-based Korean cooking recipes, I want to kindly ask you for your support by clicking on that thumbs up icon, subscribe button, notification bell, and share this video with your friends and family. Another way to support my channel is going to amazon.com/shop/modernpepper and browse through all the Korean ingredients there, as well as other products that you may be shopping for at Amazon. And my Patreon account. Even $1 of your donation will be greatly appreciated. Your generosity means that I can continue to produce these lesson-based Korean cooking tutorial videos for free for everyone. All right, let's get back to our cooking now. And quickly transfer this to a plate. Then you want to add a generous amount of sesame oil. This is going to just pull everything together. So about a tablespoon of sesame oil like so. And then to make it nice, we're going to add a little bit of sesame seeds on top. Less is more when it comes to sesame seeds, folks. And there we have it. Voila! And of course, as always, a spoonful of warm Korean rice with any delicious side dish is just a slice of heaven for me. So wonderful together with rice and kimchi. It's like so simple, but so good. You can make this a little bit more, fancy if you like, and turn it into a bibimbap bowl. You could add some avocado, chop up the kimchi, seaweed, and then you add your bibimbap sauce, gochujang bibimbap sauce. Ooh, then I'm just saying, then it's like game over. So the bibimbap sauce recipe will be listed in the description box below, but just go to youtube.com/modernpepper, click on the playlist tab and select Korean bibimbap recipe playlist, and all the topping ingredients and the bibimbap sauce will be there. And you can also check out my other Korean side dish recipes, which is also available on the playlist menu. So I will see you there. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, as always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click on that thumbs up icon and make sure to subscribe and perhaps share today's recipe with your friends and family. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 다음 영상에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of these Korean recipe videos you see right here.